Every golfer wants a bit more power. This lesson isn't about getting power, it's about reminding you how important the sequence is. The sequence meaning the relationship from your body movement with your arms. Most of you get it wrong. Just the other day, I played in a scramble and two of the golfers had it wrong, but they had it wrong in different ways. And those ways about the sequence are trying to pivot the body, thinking that the swing is all about the body. We're moving too much here, and then the arms just don't have enough time. So it'll be this kind of look, and then we're trying to lift the arms just a little bit at the end to sort of finish the swing, or we end up sort of cheating this way. Now, so pivoting the body too much without those arms moving enough is going to cause a lifting at the end to try and sort of complete the swing to get more power especially. So it's going to create something like that. The other alternative is where we just get downright lazy with the body, where the body doesn't really move and we're so focused on what this club head is doing, what the hands are doing, what the arms are doing. So we try and do everything with the arms, and then we realize we don't really have much of a swing or much power. So then we either don't use the body and just waft the arms at it, or we get to about here, the arms have outrun the body, and we try and finish the swing with the body here, which causes this kind of look, where we're out of position, we're out of placement, and then we have to work extremely hard back at the ball. And I know you don't like hearing what you're not doing wrong, but you have to understand whether this applies to you. That's the key. You can't just keep using tip after tip after tip, and that's where you're struggling. You have to figure out what applies to you and understand it and practice it and ingrain it. Not just hitting balls, but working on the movement. And when you do that, and this is kind of like foundational for people, this is like a principle. And yes, there's nuances to it, which I'll touch on in a moment to really kind of take it to the, not necessarily advanced level, but get the most out of it. But the main point I want you to utilize, practice, and take away today is 1-to-1 ratio. What do I mean by that? I mean that as much as the body is moving, we want the arms and hands to complete the backswing at the same time. That doesn't just apply to the backswing, we want to apply that to the downswing as well. So what I want you to do, you don't even need a club necessarily, you can practice this without a club. I want you to just give yourself the goal. Don't worry about positions or anything. I want you to rehearse completing your backswing, so you're at the top of your backswing. Doesn't necessarily mean all the way up here. It can be here if you prefer a shorter swing, whatever you like. But I want our pivot where we're winding up, we're allowing the hips to rotate, we're allowing our core to wind up, we're allowing rotation as much as we can do, but we want the arms to have reached their full position, their placement here, okay? And that's all you need to do is monitor that rate, and you're going to practice ever so slowly. You're going to practice ever so slowly that rate of golf swing sequence. It's not going to be, we're not doing that, we're not doing that, we're not working on this rehearsal where it's here and then turn. We're just working all together 1-to-1. And you're going to keep doing that slowly. Feel it internally. What does it feel like? What muscles are contracting? And yes, you're going to look a little bit to see where you're at, but I want you to really understand that what muscles are moving, contracting. What joints are you utilizing to complete your swing to get the body pivot and the arms at the same time? Why is this so good? It's because it's reliable. It's a sequence, it's timing that isn't out of whack all the time. You're not trying to figure it out all the time. It's reliable, it's a foundation. It's not a perfect science what I'm talking about here, because the club head, the arms do have to travel a little bit further than the body. They have to. If I was to just turn the body and not move my arms, they are going to stay here. But your goal is to make the arms travel a little bit quicker, so they do reach the top of the backswing at the same time. Now we move on to the downswing. If you haven't yet already, go visit our website, because you can take a quiz there that's going to help you find your ideal golf swing type, what you need to work on your game right now, and how you're going to improve instantly. The same challenges apply that we talked about for the backswing as they do the downswing. If our body moves too quick and those arms aren't moving enough, we're going to have this position, which happens all the time. This is probably one of the most common swing faults I see, where the body is overpowering the arms. The arms get stuck behind, and we're trying to derive power this way. And then the arms have to catch up, and we're swinging over the top, and we are stuffed. So then it's like, well, I've got to use the arms a bit more. What happens when that occurs, if we take it too far, I guess we could say, is even if we match everything up to be in the same place that we want it for the backswing, if the arms go too quickly and we don't move that body, we're just going to be throwing the hands at it, whipping the hands through, and we have no power, we have no reliability. So I want you to rehearse the 1-to-1 ratio as it comes to the downswing as well. You don't have to use a club, but you can if you want. But I'm just going slowly to ensure that my body reaches its impact. You kind of have a good idea about where you want your body to be at impact and where you want your arms to be at impact, okay? You keep rehearsing that rate of delivery there, matching the same time. Yes, the arms have to travel a little bit further, but if you match the goal to try and be 1-to-1, so at least we're reaching impact where we want to have the body, we can sequence and start training ourselves what that needs to be. What technically is happening is the arms are traveling a little bit faster. They have to. But I don't want you necessarily forcing that to happen and forgetting that the body needs to move. So rehearse it, practice at home. You don't even have to hit golf shots. Think about what's happening internally and get that timing and sequence. And I guarantee this is going to help you tremendously, especially when it comes to consistency. And you won't be trying to figure out anywhere near as many things. Now, once you've sorted that out, we can then refine it a little bit more and improve your ball striking with this lesson here. That's going to help you a ton. And I'll see you next time.